Good afternoon, welcome. I'm Susan, and today we're going to make something quick and easy and simple, and that's a taco salad. We love taco salads around here. Right now, I have 1 pound of ground beef that I've browned. Now to that, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of taco seasoning. I got this at, I think, Sam's Club, or you can make your own. I sometimes have a jar of my own made, I just don't have one right now. So we're going to use just a jarred taco seasoning, which is pretty good. It's going to take 1/4 cup of seasoning, pour it in there, to 2/3 cup of water. Put it right in there. Now we're going to simmer this for about 10 minutes or so. I'm going to turn this up and get it going here. Because this is going to have to cool a little bit before we put it in the dish with the rest of the ingredients. So we'll cook this about 10 or 15 minutes. In the meantime, I have some vegetables here. Some green onions. I'm going to move those out of the way. I've got a head of romaine I washed earlier. We're going to chop it up. We're just going to give it a rough chop. Now, if you prefer, you can use iceberg lettuce. In fact, that's what I started out using, was iceberg, but I happen to have romaine and no iceberg today. So that's what we're using. We're just going to chop it up. Just has to be a rough chop. This is a quick and easy salad to do for supper or lunch. Let's see what we've got here. I think that might be enough. I think that's got plenty of lettuce there. After all, it's just 2 of us eating supper tonight. Now we'll just get this out of the way. I'm going to stir this a little here. Give it a quick stir, get all those bits of ground beef flavored up with that taco seasoning. Now, to that, I have some tortilla chips here. I'm going to put those on next. It's going to be a little loud, so bear with me. Alright, so I'm going to grab a couple of handfuls. I'm just going to crush them. Or you can leave them whole. I put them crushed. They're easier to eat that way with a fork. Let's do just one more handful here. There we go. That looks pretty good. Get these out of the way. Now, I'm going to take these off the heat, this ground beef. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to set this over on the stove. You want that to cool a little bit. You don't want to put that hot on there, the lettuce will wilt big time. Oh, that sounds better, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm going to have to wait for this to cool just a few minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to chop up some green onions here. Now, if you don't have any green onions, you can use purple onion, you can use Spanish onion, whatever you happen to have in the refrigerator. I happen to have these scallions that need to be used up. So that's what we're going to use. Put those over here in the corner. Oops, I got a little. Alright. Okay, I think that's about enough. Onion. We're gonna throw this over here with the lettuce. We'll dispose of that later. I'm gonna open up my salsa. I serve this also with salsa and sour cream. So let's get this out of the way. Now, what we're going to do, sound like somebody's at the door. So I think what we're going to have to do is take a little break here and find out who's at the door. And we'll come back in a few minutes and we'll finish up the salad. Filming at home has its advantages and disadvantages, but our guest left. So we'll continue on with our taco salad. Now I've got, fortunately the meat's cooled that we did, and I'm going to sprinkle this on top of the lettuce and the tortilla chips. So this is the next layer. All right, got another scoopful or two here. We'll get out of the pan. And kind of spread that around. Okay, let's just dispose of this one. Now, on top of that, I'm going to do some tomatoes. I had some cherry tomatoes that I just cut in half. You can use any tomato you wish. Just get a whole tomato and dice it up if you want. I just happen to have these, and that's what we're using here. Remember, use what you've got. My hand's dried off here. Okay, now I have green onions. Put those in there. Like I said, this is just, ooh, runaway onion there. I'd say, okay, the dog will get it, but she won't eat onion, so we'll pick that up later. Now I've grated some cheddar cheese. This is sharp cheddar cheese. And I'm just going to sprinkle some on the top here. I guess we could do some here. Now, the way I serve this, you can serve it any way you want, but I just put it on a plate like I would any salad and top it with sour cream and salsa. I guess we don't need all that cheese. Wipe the place off my board here. I'm going to get a plate. Grab a plate here. And let's see if we can find something to pull that out. Aha. So, I'm going to dig right in here. Get right down to the bottom. Now you just pile on as much as you want. This will store overnight. Your chips might get a little soggy, but you can pick those out if you want and put fresh in. So we've got some salad. This is salsa that I made last summer. I'm going to sprinkle on, whoops. I was going to sprinkle it on, but instead I globbed it on, which is okay too. And just a little sour cream. Now if you had some jalapenos, you might want to slice some jalapenos on there. Or not, depending on how well you like those. We're going to dig right in here. That's tasty. Not only is it tasty, it's rather refreshing. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. That way you'll get notifications every time I post, which is usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So until next time, blessings to you and your family.